Yogini.
Something.
A yogini.
A yogini.
Okay, let's get
Yogini.
started. Don't have my chair, but
Want me to get you one?
no, I can grab it. So I'll just get you set up and then I'll grab a chair. So we're either seated on our chair or in our standing mountain. Let's start by closing our eyes. Pressing down into the earth with both of our feet. Noticing our feet. Feeling there's Jane. Jane, you're late. Pressing down into the earth with both of our feet, softening our knees. There's a little bit of drawing some energy up our legs. We notice our pelvis over top of our heels, and then our shoulders on top of our pelvis. We'll widen across our chest to reach our hands down. And breathe. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose or your mouth, depends. Let go of your morning. All of your attention right on our breath at the moment. See if you can focus fully on one entire in-breath and one entire out-breath. Softening your jaw. Untensing our eyes. Keeping them closed as much as we can throughout our practice. Let's bring our hands to our shoulders today. Lift our elbows up around our shoulder height and then bring those elbows towards each other in the front. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. So whenever we're closing our eyes, that brings some challenge to our core, and it can help keep your awareness here rather than letting your mind wander. Those. We'll hold our elbows in front. There's some space between them now. Lift them up. And then back and down. Bring them around again. Lift up, back and down. Keeping our core engaged as we move through this movement. Letting go of all competition with ourselves, with others. Just warm up those shoulders really well. Last one. Wonderful. Let's bring our hands by our sides, palms face the front of the room, and start our flowing mountain, reaching up, and then hands come back down. Inhale all the way up. We pause at the top and bring it back down. You're taking care of your shoulders today. You can bend your elbows or just breathe. You'll be on or off our chair. So you have about 5 more of those. Maybe 10.
Whoever likes to take this chair.
Let's turn this flowing mountain into a flowing airplane. So we're hinging at our hips and going halfway down. Right back up. Awesome. Softly bending our knees, hinging at our hips. The inhale, come up. Exhale, hinge. So our hips can go back slightly. So imagine there's maybe an open door behind you and you want to just push it closed with your backside as it goes back just a little bit. Push that door closed and then come back up to standing. Make sure we're bending our knees. One more. Turning that right into our flowing forward fold, really warming up our hips. We hinge down and sweep all the way up. If anybody feels like adding a layer, you can add a small back bend at the top of your move, but you don't have to. Want to be nice to our necks when we're moving here, so not craning our necks. Just breathe. One more. Holding it right up. Let's grab our right wrist. You don't have to if that doesn't feel good. Tip over. You're taking care of your neck or your shoulder. Hold on to your head. Same move. If you'd like to add some balance onto this one, you'll take your right toes to your left heel. But if you don't feel like balancing just yet, keep the space between the feet. We'll have our strong mountain feet. We'll bring our mountain feet back. Let's bring our hands in front of us, tuck our shoulders and our chin. And reach up with that. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, round out our shoulders, come forward. 4 or 5 more of these. If you would like more for this one, more layers, you'll lift up onto your toes each time you come up. Up, and then that round. All right, bring those hands in front. Then our right hand goes across our body. Squished my mic, hopefully you can still hear me. And our chin will look down that right shoulder. Engage the core, soften the knees. Open up our wings and sweep the left arm across the body. Look down our left shoulder. Eyes open or closed. Amazing. Open it back up. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the hands back behind us. Let's stretch across our heart. If it feels okay, you can forward fold or stay up. So if you tend to get dizzy easy, then stay up. If you're okay folding over, fold over, let the head be heavy. You'd be looking at the back of your mat. So that head is fully relaxed. Close your eyes. Let go of any expectations on your bodies today. Right on, let's release those hands, sweep it all the way back up. Inhale. Hands slide down towards our heart center, and let's take our left foot back. So we'll turn towards the windows. If you're in studio, turn wherever you want to. Big, beautiful breath up, inhale, and bend our elbows, bend our knees. We start to move through moonflowers. Shifting our hips back and just checking in with our knees that they don't go in front of our toes at all. They'd be going out towards the middle of your feet. So if you watched, you'd watch your kneecap go towards the middle of your foot each time. Great job. If it feels good for you, we can start our sunflower flow. Reach down to the earth and sweep back up to the sun. Exhale to the earth, inhale to the sun. Closing our eyes, you're keeping them open. Create that circle with our arms if it feels good. Our thumbs touch at the top. Our pinkies touch at the bottom. Great job. Flow a few more times. We want to warm up really well. It's been a while for some of us for our practice, so it's really important to warm up. Last one. Take it back up to the tops of your mats. Our toes will turn back towards the short edge of your mat. Adjust our clothes. Anytime you want to, roll those shoulders back and down. And we'll move into cat and cow. So if you would prefer your cat and cow down on all fours, you can head down there now, or we'll do our cat and cow here. Tucking our tail, rounding our shoulders. And then our cow, we draw those elbows around and move through. So either on your chair, on all fours, or standing. So if you're standing, you're also starting to feel the heat build up in your quadriceps. Strengthening our quadriceps helps with knee health. One more cat, one more cow. We can straighten out our legs. If you're on all fours, you'll stay there. For spinal balance. So right arm will reach forward and your left foot back. If you're on all fours, if you're standing, you're here. And then switch. I know, it's like, okay, it's been okay, brain, let's get thinking here. Forward and down, so opposite hand, right foot, there we go. Our spinal balance, our marching soldier, more like it if you're standing. You can eyes open or closed. And you don't have to extend that leg straight. You could just be bending your knee if it doesn't feel good to lift that whole leg up. But if you are with it for the straightness, try to flex it and engage that quad each time you come up. So flex, bring it down. So that it's like a little leg workout all on its own. And balance. Great job. One more marching soldier. And we'll bring our hands back into our lower back. Let's open up across our chest. Make sure those knees are a little bit bent. And trying to draw our elbows towards each other at the back. So you can think of this more of like a chest expansion, or you can add a little back bend if you want, but you don't have to. Our whole focus today, as well as the full body, is the lower part of our spine. Let's round it out one more time into a cat pose. Tuck our chin in, probably looking down between our knees or our toes or back at our belly. And forward fold if that feels okay for you, or stop on your chair. In your forward fold, there's a little bend in our knees. There can be a big bend if that feels better. And if you'd like to today, we'll hold on to our elbows and rock a little bit side to side. See how that feels on different sides of your lower back. Great job. Halfway lift, so those hands come to our shins or the backs of our knees for a little more stability. They can be here. And let's flow again. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Think of the back lifting you. And let's fold. Two more on your own. Last one, holding our halfway lift. Think of the belly button coming up towards the spine. The shoulder blades coming together in the back. Bend our knees. We rise our chest up into chair pose. And let's flow through our chair. Inhale up. Exhale, float back into your chair. Make sure to honor your knees today, not going down too far. Even just a small bend with a slight hinge back with your hips. We can have our hands at heart or reaching forward, or we're on our chair, coming up and sitting back down. Just practicing that. One more chair flow. And then we'll move on to our sun salutations, our version today. Sweep up to the top of our mats. We'll bring our hands to our pants, adjust them, grab a drink if you'd like to. You're never stuck there without a drink. If you ever need a drink, there's water out in the hall. Okay. So we will be stepping back into our lunge where you can stay or hold. And I'll show you the flow once to go down onto your belly if you want to do that one, or you just stay on your lunge and hold. So chairs will be at the top of our mat or off to the side, because that chair can be very helpful for stepping back into the lunge, and you can hold on to it or not. Okay, let's start with a big breath in, reach up. Exhale, halfway down, airplane. Just check in, how does that feel? Back up, breathe in. Forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. We're going to be stepping our left foot back into a lunge. Our heel is high. Hold your chair or rise up into your lunge. So if you don't want to come down onto the mat with me, you'll stay here either holding a steady lunge or you'll flow your lunge. But if you want to come down onto the mat with me, we'll take it back to downward dog. Or you can do down dog on your chair. I'll show that one after. We'll hold our downward dog or your lunge. Or we'll flow into a plank. You could do a plank on your chair too, or stay with your lunge. You'll hold your plank or go right to your belly. Move into our cobra pose. Breathe in. Back to our bellies. Now hips and chest leave the mat at the same time. Toes tuck. Lift. Downward dog. Breathe out. Beautifully done. Right foot up between the hands. We'll meet everybody in lunge or downward dog. Rise up. Forward fold. Breathe out. I'll show the next one. Will be on your chair. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold. Breathe out. Sweep to sky. Breathe in. Chair pose. Breathe out. Back up. Breathe in. Meet in your nice strong mountain pose. So you can stay there and rest a while, and we'll do another one. This time I'll show it with the chair at the top of your mat for sun salutations. So anytime my hands are on here, they could be on the floor if you want it up there. Big breath up. Aeroplane fold. Inhale, breathe in. Sweep up. Inhale, breathe in. Forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Fold again. We'll be stepping our right foot back into a lunge. On or off your chair. Your hands could be up, but our left knee is bent. Our back heel is high, unless you feel unstable. Then put the heel down. Hold your lunge or go to downward dog on your chair or on the floor. Make sure we're pressing on the front of our chair, not the back. Great job. You can hold your downward dog or your lunge, or you'll move into a plank. So you just shift your weight forward. Plank, good. Or you're in your lunge. Yeah. Good job. Cobra pose. Look up a bit. Downward dog. Take your time getting to downward dog again, either on your mat or your chair. We'll gaze up between our amazing hands and bring the left foot up between the hands. And we meet our lungers in our lunge. Rising up. Thank you for staying in lunge so that I know what foot to bring up. All right. Pauline, I miss you. You used to be my foot lady. Forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Fold. Breathe out. Sweep up to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale to chair. We'll bend our knees. Keep our heart up. All the way back up. Exhale to mountain. Let's do two more. Inhale. Sweep up. Exhale. Aeroplane. Back up. Breathe in. Exhale, big full fold, or stay in that airplane or stop on your chair. Halfway lift, belly button draws up, and we fold again. This time our left foot going back. We can rise up into our lunge and stay here while we do the rest, or move to downward facing dog on or off your chair. Or on your wall if you wanted to go to the wall. You can hold your downward dog or lunge or move into a plank pose on your chair or at the wall. Move into cobra pose at the wall or on your chair, and then push back to downward facing dog. Looking up between the hands, we'll bring the right foot up between your hands. We'll make our way back to our lunge. I might have missed a pose there, but you go know what you're doing. No, okay, inhale up into our lunge. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out again. Sweep up to the sky, reach up for the sun. Thanking the sun today. Exhale to chair. Thank heart. Back up, breathe in. Meet in our mountain. We'll do one more. We can take a little rest. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, airplane. Back up, breathe in. Big full forward fold or airplane again. Halfway lift, strong back as we come halfway back up and fold again. Taking our right foot back, stepping into a lunge. Take as much time as you need to either hold your lunge here up or go to downward facing dog or stay on your lunge. Get your chair for the wall. hold your downward dog or move into a plank. So in the plank, we start, we look up between our hands if we're at the wall. Move into cobra pose. If you're at the wall, bring forearms to the wall, open up. And we'll all push back to downward dog. So we reach with those hips back. Great job, everybody. Looking up between the hands, left foot comes up between them. Take your time to rise back up into our lunge. And forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, roll those shoulders away from our ears. We're long to our back knee, fold again. All the way up, breathe in. We'll meet in our chair pose, breathing out. Back up, breathe in. And meet in our mountain. Great job. Our warm up checked off the list. We should be nice and warm, ready to hold some stability, strength poses. We're going into warrior two. So if you're using your chair, it can be balanced or it can be underneath your booty. Booty, booty, booty. Okay. Right foot up to the tops of our mats. And our left foot's going to go back. Heel will drop down. So we're moving into our warrior two. The chest opens up and we open up into our warrior two here with the bend in our right knee. Softening through the shoulders. You can close your eyes. You can look out the window so you can spot any birds. Holding here, focusing on breathing through the resistance. Letting go of any judgment that we might have towards ourselves, our bodies, with our thoughts inside our minds. Turning our right palm up and then reaching it up into reverse warrior. If you want to, take your backhand and wrap it around your back. A little lower back love. You can reach up or keep that hand just resting back behind you. Staying there for 5 more breaths. Option for that one to be on the chair. You can look up at your hand or even back down at your ankle if you want to. And see how that feels to shift your gaze. Coming back to warrior two, opening our palms up, straightening our right leg, reaching forward with our right hand and coming down into our triangle pose. Where you could put a block underneath your hands or you've got your chair here. Wherever you are, the stretch should most likely be down the back of that front leg up into your pelvis. If you're taking care of that top shoulder, remember it's okay. Just tuck it back behind you and focus on opening up the chest. See how it feels to close your eyes. Notice the earth beneath your 2 feet. Feel the air on your face. We'll take our gaze down to our front foot. Lift our back heel so that we face our front foot and bend our right knee. Then we're kind of back in that lunge again. So warrior three is our pose for lower back. And this can be warrior three for you. Just take the weight onto the front foot. If you'd like to move up, you straighten the front leg. Hands can be on your chair or at your heart. But our kneecap at the back is pointing down towards the mat. And if anyone wants another layer, we'll do 3 pulses. 3, 2 with that top leg. 1, and then forward fold. Let the head hang and dangle it. Any negativity, fall right out the top of your head. Just shake it out of your head. Goes into your mat, and then we'll just take it out the window later. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out again. Inhale, sweep up to the sky while you press into both of your feet. Exhale to chair. And let's flow through chair pose. So 1 chair and 1 aeroplane, just to warm up, get that blood moving around again. 2 of those. So if movement doesn't feel good for you, you can always hold the poses that we flow. Last one. And we'll meet in our mountain pose again. You're using your chair. It's going to switch to the other side of your mat for that sequence. This time the left foot stays up at the top of your mat. And the right foot's going back. We start with the heel up, hip facing the short edge of your mat. So left foot forward. There you go. You got this. Left foot forward, right heel down, and then we open up into warrior two. Now our hips and our chest are going to face that long wall, palms facing the floor, and reaching through our fingertips in opposite directions. Your left knee bending. And check in with that left knee. Let's make sure that just like before, you don't want this knee to be here. Or here, middle of the foot, somewhere. Everyone's knees are different, but you get the gist of it. We don't want this ligament getting all stretched. Good job for your warrior two. Reverse warrior, left palm turns up to the sky. We reach up to the sun, the moon, the stars, and that other hand goes back behind us. Give your lower back some acknowledgement. Reaching out for the sun. I don't know if there's sun. So does that mean no groundhog seeing shadows today? Okay. Does that mean an early spring? I never know. I'm going with early spring. That's what I'm predicting. I didn't see much. All right. All right, triangle pose, everybody. We'll bring our hands back. Palms now face the long wall. We straighten out our left leg, reach our left hand forward towards us, and then down towards the inside of our shin. The top arm can go back behind you, and you work towards opening that shoulder and chest up towards the wall. Yeah. Amazing. Great job. So some of that weight's in our front foot as well. Improving our strength today, our endurance, mobility. All right, let's lift our back heel, bend our front knee so we end up facing our left knee. Maybe the chair is somewhere here for us. 4, warrior 3, where it could just be, not just, but it could be just shifting the weight onto the front foot, and that activates your glute right away. Or you lift up the back foot and the kneecap faces the mat. So we don't want it, we're not open like so. We're here. If you would like another layer for your glutes, we start to do a few pulses. Let's try 5. Amazing job, everyone. Forward fold, take a nice, delicious roll down. Let's grab our elbows and take a rock side to side. That upper body relaxing. Wonderful. We'll hold it in the center, release our hands. Let's bring them to the backs of our knees and lift up into halfway lift, holding on to the backs of our knees. So this is a nice one because we can hold onto our knees, and that helps us to find that long back. So trying to straighten out our arms. If our back was bent, then our elbows would most likely be bent. Although I do have long arms, so who knows? Bend our knees, come into chair. Oh, the booty game is strong today. Strong today. Back up, inhale. I'm working out with my daughter too much. Using the word booty lots. Hands come back, open up. And we work out together. She's trying to get, well, I was saying to Karen, she's trying to build a bigger booty, and I'm trying to lose. But we're doing the same workouts.
Oh, not good.
I know. I think mine's getting all right, open up, soften those knees. We're in a standing camel right now. And we'll give our wrists a little break. All right, hands come in front. Let's tuck our thumbs. Do some circles. Close your eyes. Focus on the feeling rather than what it looks like. One way and then the other. Feel the wrists. Let's grab our elbows. Anchor down into the earth. So the pelvic floor draws up. Our pelvis is going to stay where it is. Take a moment to think about where your belly button is or the middle of your spine. And we'll go twist to one side and then the other. So our whole our whole top part of our upper torso moves, but our elbows stay right in front of our shoulders. So if they're going so, we want to lock them in, twist. Wonderful. Lift it up if that feels nice. You can separate them if that doesn't. Lifting our elbows up towards the sky and take a little tip over to one side. Great for our posture. All doing good at home, Brenda, and Jane, and Pauline. Nice to see you, girl, ladies, friends. Over to the other side. It's lovely. And release. Roll those shoulders around. So I would love to do dancer's pose before we head down onto the mat. So if you're taking care of your knees, this chair for dancer's pose, this is where you can do your dancer's pose like so, instead of having to reach and pull on it. That is a good spot to be. And then you could do your little hinge forward. Otherwise, you'll grab your strap if you have one. Hopefully it's got a little something to wrap around your foot. And I got this. Oh, darling. Anyone work out with me a Good Life? Remember CX Works? No? Okay. You used to do band workouts for your core there. Let's put it on our right foot. If you can, I don't know if I can fit my foot in here. You want it around your whole ankle. Just so that it takes a little bit of the pressure off your nerves on the top of your foot. And the clasp, so the metal parts at the back. Take as much time as you need to get settled in. If you want to move closer to a wall, you can. You can face that wall, or you can have it on your side. So first it comes up over our right shoulder, and then over onto our left. Wonderful. Now, for anyone, just remember, we're gonna do this pose all month. So we're just gonna see our progress over a month, or maybe we just stay the same. But this is our baseline today. Bend that knee. You start to tighten up that strap. If you want to, you can reach back, but you don't have to. One thing that happens sometimes when we reach back, even I do it too, my knee goes out to the side, but we want it to stay underneath your hip. So if you're thinking again about the wall, you can move closer to the wall now or stay where you are. If you're holding your foot, you can hold the outside or flip your grip to the inside, which opens up your shoulder. And then we start our hinge. We're hinging at our hip, but our knee is staying in line with our hip. It's not going out to the side. There we go. This is our dancer's pose. Oh boy, going over. Okay. If you've got your strap and you want to try something, you'll grab it with both hands. So your left booty, so that's your supporting leg, should be working hard right now, really hard.
Yeah, my arse.
Yeah, oh yeah, good. And release. So there's our dancer's pose for today. And we'll switch legs. So we're not lopsided. Take your time, there's no rush. Take a seat. Do it that way you can. Oh, maybe my foot is this side. My foot is bigger. Either way. Strap or no strap, it's on your left foot. You bring it behind your left shoulder and then transfer it over to your right. So it ends up in your right hand, left foot. Okay, so here where we start to bend our knee, maybe put a little tightness on the strap, find our wall or our chair. And this could be a great glute quad stretch, which is good for your knee, Bernie, well, for everyone's knees. And you can play around with hinging, reaching back for your foot or not. Like you don't have to, right? Or you grab your strap with both of your hands. Find a breath. And whenever you're ready, forward fold or come up and then fold. That is our peak pose for this class, for every class this week. So forward fold it out. Take a little rock side to side. And then we'll be making our way to a seated position. Taking your time. Okay, so take your time getting down onto your seat. Keep that chair nearby if you want to use it for our legs up the wall. So forward fold we just did. So let's do a single leg forward fold. We'll draw this left foot in. If you have a block, you could support it there. We'll turn our right toes up towards the sky. Turn our chest back towards that front foot. Keep our spine long and hinge forward. Christine, you want to block for your knee? You want to throw it? Thank you, sir. Settle into our single leg forward fold. So our right foot is forward at the moment. If you'd like to increase the stretch on the left side of your back, your left hand, walk over to the outside of your right leg. Feel and notice your lower back. Breathe and relax. Walk our hands up that leg and take this leg just out a little bit to the side. Again, you could have this knee bent or straight. We're bringing our right oblique to the side of our body towards our right thigh. Keeping our chest open, so we're trying not our fold forward, side bend. This is more mid-back, but we'll hit that today too. And you can reach your left arm up. Or hand under your head or behind you, or reach long for your toe. All right, lift it on up, bring that foot back around. So before we do that same sequence on the other side, we're going to cradle our baby. So this is your baby's head, left hand, left knee, right hand, yeah, left foot. We're here, or elbow and elbow. So just see how that feels wherever you are. This foot is strongly flexed. Wherever we find ourselves, we want to find length in our spine. You can rock your baby if you want to, just see how that feels. Like you can picture the ball and socket of your hip right now moving, stretching. It's about that feeling. You can hold it. And then our left foot will go either to the inside of our right knee or to the outside of our right knee for our twist. If you want another layer, you'll lean over to the right, bend your right leg, put it back. So you can bend or keep it long. Depends, whatever feels nice. All right, and then our right hand goes around our left knee. We twist around or we hug. And for today, let's take our left hand to our lower back. To acknowledge our lower back, to engage our core so that we have to hold ourselves up here. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes, give your eyeballs a rest. Chin around, chest around, we'll unravel so that our left leg is going to straighten out now. And we'll bend our right knee and drop out to the side. We might want to put a block underneath. Single leg forward fold, big breath in if that feels nice to extend. And then we reach our chest towards our knee or our shin, lengthen. One in preset, stretch to the right side of your back, your right hand will walk over to the outside of that leg. Breathe. Feel your breath in your body. Notice the sounds it makes. Job. Really settle into this. And then we'll walk our hands up that leg. Oh, and take the leg out to the side. Oh, I'm digging. Oh, fun. Sorry, guys. Single leg with side bend. So now we're taking it to the side. So we're trying to bring the side of our body towards our leg. So if your left foot's out, you're reaching for your hand is reaching for your left foot for shin. And this other one's going up. Or you can hold onto your head, especially if you're taking care of your neck. This is a really nice way to still stretch the side of our body, but support our neck. So good. This is one of only a few stretches that can really get your mid back. All right, bring it on up. We'll slide this foot back in for our cradle the baby. Okay. Right hand, right knee, foot in the opposite hand or in your elbows. Elbows come up or the other one wraps around. Find the length in your spine, relax the shoulders down from the ears. You can have a little rock. All righty. Twist time. Right foot inside of your knee or the outside of your knee. If you want to add another layer, then just lean over, bend this knee, and sit back. So lean, bend, sit. So there's that one, or this one. Our left hand will come around our right knee and it'll draw our chest towards the inner thigh. And our backhand today, if it feels okay for your balance, it's going to go into your lower back, making us sit up, taking some of the weight off that back arm, really focusing on the twist and the stability in our core. See how it feels right now to breathe in a twisted position. And we'll unravel. Great job. Wide leg forward fold, turning our toes up. Actually, let's point and flex our toes to see how that is. I tried out some Pilates on a video yesterday. There's a lot of pointing of the toes rather than flexing. It's fun. I'm gonna try that with you guys. And then we'll flex and hinge. Just going as far as you want to go. One thing you want to check in on in your forward folds, if your tailbone is tucked under and you're like this, it's going to be really hard to fold. That pelvis is tucked under, so you might need to lift or separate some, make some space and try to bring it forward a little bit. See if that makes any difference at all, or bend your knees and go into your fold like so. Breathing through the resistance, feel that wonderful stretch down the backs of your legs. Walk our hands back up. Okay, so we're going to roll back into two things I want to show you before you roll back. Our figure four, which is our supine pigeon right here. We'll start with our right leg across. Or if you want to, so it's depending on the strap nearby, you can bring the knee right over. So instead of the window, you close the window and you can use a strap to draw your legs a little bit closer towards you. Or you could hold on to your ankles. When I give you those options, you got your figure four with a window here to reach through the back of that left leg, or you're bringing that knee right across, so closing the window, strap behind the back for this leg, and we're drawing it in. So stretching our hips a little bit, it's really good for your back. So do what feels nice. You can make any adjustments you want to. Your bottom foot doesn't have to be off the mat. You can just be crossing one leg over. Great work. Let's check in with 3 or 4 more breaths here, and we'll simply switch sides, switch the leg that's on top. All right, go ahead and switch now. So your other ankle will cross over your knee, or your knee will cross over your knee. You'll reach for the band, or you'll hold on to your shins or your calves. Whatever works for you. If you can't quite reach the back of that leg, put the strap behind it, or even just keep your foot on the floor and cross your ankle over your knee. Staying present in your body for 10 more breaths. See if you can really focus. Practice just trying to focus on 2 at first. And over the course of the month, maybe working up to 10. All right, release. I'm going to roll over onto your bellies. It's okay that you're facing the back of the room. I'll come to the back and then I'll come back up to the camera and show you. So you're rolling right back onto your bellies, rolling over. So we're on our bellies. Our right arm is going to reach forward. And then our left foot's going to go up and our right arm is going to go up. So opposite hand, opposite foot. Reaching up. You can have your other hand here as support. If your back's feeling super strong, then hands out. Let's switch sides. 10 breaths on the other side. One arm forward, the opposite foot up. You're looking down on the mat, a long, strong neck. And then release. Really release. Let your spine melt down into your belly. Let your head melt down into the mat or your hands and totally relax. You can even rock your hips side to side a little bit to release. So the options for next is to stay where you are, take a little nap, have a little rest, you deserve it, or lift up into full locust. We're reaching both of our arms up and both of our feet up. Or you can even reach your hands back behind you and clasp them together for your locust, or take a rest. Another modification can be just to lift your feet or just to lift your chest. We'll take a rest and then we're going to come back up or rest again. So rest again for 3 to 5 breaths. And then choose to continue resting because it's so fun, or come up into your locust pose again. Strengthening our lower back. Breathe. Amazing job. And release. Not too long, right? Roll back onto your backs. Take your time getting there. We move right into a happy baby pose with or without a rock. Side to side. Take your time anchoring your lower back down. Hold your happy baby or bring your knees into chest for the next 5 breaths. Great job. All right, you can stay here in happy baby or move into legs up a wall. So reaching our feet up towards the sky. But today a real big focus on anchoring your lumbar spine down into the mat. So if you feel the lower back is lifting up, just try to glue it back down. If that means you have to bend your knees, then bend your knees. Honor the back over the need to reach up to the sky. Great job. So for anyone that loves this position, stay right where you are. If you would like to add in a little bit of ab work today, we'll bring our right hand and reach it for our left toe and then come back down. So we're lifting our shoulder blade up, working towards, reaching for our toe. We don't have to touch it. All the while keeping the lower back pressed down. You can stay with that or go back to your legs up the wall. Let's point and flex our toes now, alternating. And we'll all bend our knees. Stay there for some breath work. Place the soles of our feet down on the mat. Drop our knees side to side. You can put a little bit more space between your feet though to make it feel better. Going side to side with our knees. See how that lower back's feeling as we give it a little massage. A lot of work there today. And when you're ready, we'll bring the knees back to face up to the sky, and you can let the knees drop towards each other now. So create some space in your lower back. That should feel really good. So this is where you can rest now for your Shavasana, or if it feels better for you, extending your legs long, pinky toes drop towards the earth. Take your time to settle in to whichever version you would like. If you would like an eye cover today, raise your hands. I can bring you one. Settle in. We worked hard today. This is a pose that is the best, Shavasana. It is a pose, a time to let your muscles have a break. Allow the weight of your body to melt down into the earth. Notice the earth beneath any part of your body where the skin is exposed. Feel the earth. Feel the air on your skin, on your face, on your arms, your toes. Let the weight of your head soften down into the support of the earth beneath you. Softening our foreheads. Feeling our eyes resting in the sockets of our head. The weight of our eyelids. Giving our eyes permission to rest, to look within. Our cheeks, releasing any tension. Our jaw relaxes. Some space between our teeth, maybe the tongue falling down from the roof of the mouth today. Softening our throat. The air flowing smoothly in and smoothly out. Our chest relaxing. Our shoulder blades making connection down into the mat. Our belly softening. Our bellies, our hips, our legs, and our knees. That feeling of healing and relaxation moving down, encircling our knees, slowly flowing down into our lower legs, our heels, our ankles. If the mind has wandered away, bring it back. One little reading from one of my favorite books, little meditations. I've been considering the phrase, all my relations, for some time now. It's hugely important. It's our saving grace in the end. It points to the truth that we are all related, that we are all connected, that we all belong to each other. The most important word is all. Not just those who look like me, sing like me, dance like me, speak like me, pray like me, or behave like me. All my relations. That means every person. Just as it can mean every rock, mineral, blade of grass, and creature, we live because everything else does. If we were to choose collectively to live that teaching, the energy of our change of consciousness would heal each of us and heal the planet. Take a moment to breathe deeply in the gift of breath. Every breath a gift, Exhale, send it back out into the universe to mingle with everyone else's breath. We'll open up and close our eyes, moves our fingers and our toes around. Just make a few small adjustments to awaken up your neck, your wrists, your toes. When you're ready, you can stretch long from your fingertips to your toes or move your knees side to side, whatever works for you. We're all different. When you're ready, moving up onto an easy seated position or legs out long. Take your time getting there. There's no rush. When you do get there, however, we'll place our hands back on our lower back. Making sure to take care of this area this week. Making sure to bend our knees when we pick something up off the floor, protect the back. Let's take a big breath in, inhale. We'll slide our hands down towards our heart center. If it feels nice for you, we'll bow towards Mother Earth or towards the floor. Namaste. Have a wonderful Wednesday. It's so nice to have us all back in person. Yay.
I have one question about downward dog.
Yes.
Your feet bending like on here. Downward dog, do I have to lift my feet up like this or can I just?
No, that's okay. Just keep your knees bent.
Okay, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because I can't always do that and then if it puts too much pressure in here.
So you want to make sure you're not going like this.
Yes.
Your heels are reaching towards the mat,
Right.
not away. But if you have to bring them down, yeah.
Okay.
Of course, some people are working towards bringing their heels down. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Have a great day, ladies online. Miss you.
Thank you.
Bye, Jane, Brenda, bye, Pauline. Have a great day.